What's up, people? Video Game XD, and we are back with another video. Well, today on Gamer Grabs, I did some shopping at, Disc Replay, an item I forgot to show last episode. We went to a thrift store in Burton. I think it's called American Veteran Thrift Store, something like that, in Burton, Michigan. And we went to Media Reload. Make sure you guys go to your local Media Reload if you're in Michigan. Movies, electronics, DVDs, much, much more. But I got some good stuff, so let's check out what I got. Not all of these are gamer grabs. Some of them are DVD grabs, wrestling grabs, accessories, stuff like that. Bam. So for $5.88 this one was. It's the Monday Night War Volume 1 Shots Fired on DVD. $6. I've seen this go for $20 to $30 on eBay. I used to have this, but I sold it like a fucking idiot, and then it went way up in price. But thankfully at Media Reload, it was only $6. This was a great series on WWE Network. It goes in depth about the Monday Night War, WCW versus WWF. Very fucking 90s. If you grew up in the 90s, you know all about WWF versus WCW. If you're a wrestling fan, that is. And this was a great series. So I had to get it back in my collection. I was a huge WWF kid, WCW kid growing up. I loved wrestling, still do. The old stuff, the new stuff's like, it's okay, but I think it sucks compared to back in the good old 90s when it was fucking amazing. And I got Volume 2 for $5. Tommy deal. Volume 2, Know Your Role, with The Rock on the cover. Back when he was The Rock, now he's Dwayne Johnson, and he thinks he's all above wrestling now. It's like, dude, this is where you started off. Can't you just call yourself The Rock still? Come on. But it's a 4-disc set, just like the last one. I'm telling you, this series was great on WWE Network. It goes in depth about the Monday Night War. And what else did I get? Got this at Media Reload as well for $11.95, but it was actually, I think, $5.99. The price tag was wrong. It was actually cheaper. Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, for the PlayStation 4. I never played any of the new Wolfenstein games. I played the original back, on Windows 98 or whatever. Whenever it came out, Windows 95. I played that one, the original, where you're killing Nazis and stuff. And I also played one of them on the original Xbox. I forget what it was called. I think it was called Tides of War. That was really good. I really enjoyed that game. But I heard good things about the new Wolfenstein games, and I never really got to play them. And I do have a PS4, so now I can play this. And the last thing I got at Media Reload, I believe, for $3.88, less than $4, Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW One Night Stand. One of the greatest pay-per-views of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, I know WWE, they technically owned ECW at this point, but seriously, this was not a WWE pay-per-view. This was straight up ECW in your face. Yeah, I mean, I know they had One Night Stand 2006, and it had John Cena and all that crap. It was kind of like WWE versus ECW, which I did like that pay-per-view. But this one was straight up all original ECW. Even though WWE owned them at this point, I feel like this is not a WWE pay-per-view. It's EC fucking W, and it's in your face, and it's bloody as hell. It's violent. It's hardcore. Yeah, I really loved this pay-per-view. I used to have it, and then I sold it like an idiot. But now I got it back. That was a classic event. Classic. I actually watched that online through a webcam back when I was like 15. Through a chat room, yeah. I believe I watched that on a webcam. I was too poor to afford the pay-per-view back then. And this actually got at the thrift store. It is Elf on DVD. with Will Ferrell. I'm not really big into Christmas movies, but this was a good one. I really enjoyed Elf. And it's actually a 2-disc set, full screen or widescreen, so it's like 2 movies in one. It's a cute Christmas movie. I liked it. This, my girlfriend picked out for herself. It was $5.88, less than $6. Scared to Death horror movie collection. So it's got like, how many movies does it have on here? 21 films. So you get 20 shitty movies for the price of one. No, it's actually got some known movies on here. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I know what that is. And it's got Wind Chill, The Plague, Insanitarium. It's got a bunch of horror movies that I personally never heard of because I'm not like... I know some horror movies, but I don't know a lot of them. So, she's more into it than I am, but it was $6 and you get 21 movies. I mean, how can you complain? Even if they're shitty, I mean, it's 21 movies for $6. Like, pretty cool. So she picked that out. Now these are comic books. Now I'm not really a big comic book guy, but I do like the artwork. I used to have a collection back in the day. I never really read comics, I just liked looking at them. But I seen this, and this is Mortal Kombat, and I'm a Mortal Kombat collector. For $5, $4.95, Mortal Kombat Blood and Thunder. Check that out. You got Goro on there, Johnny Cage, Kano, Sonya, Scorpion. Pretty fucking cool. I think I did know that Mortal Kombat, they made comic books, but I never owned any of them. So I opened it in the back. It was just taped. I looked through it. It looks pretty cool. I love old school Mortal Kombat stuff. I even got the fucking tattoo on me. Look at that. Mortal Kombat is a big part of my childhood. So I have a comic book now. And these I actually picked up from my dad for Father's Day. Because I never got to see him on Father's Day because we live really far apart. So I figured he'd like these because he's a big Kiss fan. He grew up a big Kiss fan. He's in the Kiss Army and everything. It is Kiss Psycho Circus comic books. These are pretty badass. I mean, look at the artwork. You got Gene on there. You got Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, Ace Frehley. You know, like... And these are from the Psycho Circus era, which was like 98, 99. And Psycho Circus, they had their own action figures too during this era. Psycho Circus versions. I know before that they had action figures too, but I always thought the Psycho Circus era was cool because I actually have the Psycho Circus video game on PC, and that's a badass video game. So hopefully he likes these. I'm going to send it to him in the mail. And what else did I get? Picked this up. This was only $3. It's a carrying case, but I opened it up. And it looks like I could maybe put my PlayStation 4 in here. Or maybe my mini consoles when I travel. So this is pretty cool. It was only $3. I'm sure originally this was probably like $20 at Walmart. Now this I actually got at Disc Replay in Flint, Michigan. It was $15. It is a Nintendo 64 carrying case. Check that out. It's got the N64 logo on there. Nintendo. I already have my N64 in here. Pretty good condition. It was only $15. Online they want $20 to $30 for these. And yeah, I like to protect my consoles because I don't want them to get damaged or scratched up. And putting them in bins in my closet. I hate doing that. So now it's protected. I got my N64 in here. And you know what's crazy is that N64s right now are going for like $80 to $100. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's the Corona season, and I don't know what it is, but video games and consoles are like skyrocketing in price. So hopefully you guys have your consoles already, because right now they're pretty fucking expensive, depending on where you buy them from. That's all my pickups, you guys. I got the Kiss, Psycho Circus, Mortal Kombat comic books. I got Scared to Death. I got fucking Elf, One Night Stand, ECW. Wolfenstein 2 for the PS4. House of Wax. I don't know if I showed that off or not. It was a good remake of an old horror movie with, what's her fucking name's in that movie? That slut. Paris Hilton. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Monday Night War, Volume 1 and 2. And I think that's it, my N64 bag and all that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow Video Game XD on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, like us on Facebook, subscribe right here to YouTube, and follow Video Game XD on Instagram. And visit the Video Game XD shop for official Video Game XD merchandise. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm Charles Reed. See ya.